Well, hello everybody, and I hope that you are doing well. Today, as I record this video, is Friday, February 7th, and we are getting into the very beginnings of the Michael Dunn trial, the gentleman who shot Jordan Davis at a gas station because of some altercation. We really don't know everything that was said and done as of right now. It had to do with some loud music and some arguing. So I don't know enough about the case right now to comment on any of that really. But what I do want to comment on is some things just very quickly that I heard from this panel here on the Dr. Drew show. And if you've seen the show before, the panel is usually with people that are maybe actors or journalists or radio or TV personalities or lawyers, that type of thing. If you've watched any of other my videos, you know how I feel about Miss Ali, the woman there, the second from the right. She is a racist, delusional, honestly crazy woman. And just to prove that, please watch how she said to end racism. I've got that video for you. But I'm going to hit play on this, and I want to let you hear everything that's said, and then I want to make a few comments, and hopefully it'll just make you think.
This young man's mother was hoping that race did not come into play. Yeah, you know, Dr. Drew, to be honest with you, I am too.
Let me stop it there. From the very beginning, this is only just a few minutes into the show, you know, you have Dr. Drew saying, hey, Jordan Davis, who was a black man, his mother said, I don't want race to be a part of this, which I think is great. I think that is very admirable of her to say that. And, of course, she is a black woman and looks like a really nice family. And yet, Miss Ali automatically starts talking about slavery. That's what every slave would say. You know, she's just... I hope this year I don't have to cover her as much, because I would just rather her be out of my mind, because she is feeding this delusion, and so many people are buying into it. Let's continue to listen.
I would like to focus on the fact that the law is inadequate. I think that the law allows people who are not trained in crisis situations to carry guns. Now, we can argue color if we want to, but at the end of the day, there's a kid who was murdered, and I find it just appalling that this law is on the
It's Jordan
books,
Davis's parents.
and people that are not trained in how to deal with crisis situations are carrying firearms. Yeah. Yes, the stand your ground law.
Now we know why they got you
law.
And again, here she is again. You know, she's going after an intelligent young black man. You know, and she talks about how great the black race is and how great black men are and these type of things. Just absurd.
Well, that is an old slavery time answer.
Here we go, slavery.
To do with race. Everything has something to do with color.
Oh,
we pick how we dress.
goodness.
We pick our food. We pick the weather. We pick everything on color. So why do you all keep pretending we don't make judgments about people about color?
All right, hold on. I'm going to get you in a second, but don't.
And let's remember what she just said, because you're getting ready to hear what caused this whole argument. From what the police reports say, you're getting ready to hear if it was because the young man was black and his three friends were black, or what it was all about. I mean, what caused it? She's saying race called it. Well, let's listen.
Jason, you're from Australia, dude. What can you relate to it? Do you have a different perspective? Can you understand what Miss Ali's talking about?
Look, I know I look scary, but I really don't think that the race thing should come into play. I feel like if a guy says to a bunch of people playing loud music, turn your music down, you're already asking for it. I'm a tough guy. I can beat up people if I want to, but I would never tell somebody to turn their music down unless I wanted trouble. So I think he wanted the drama. I don't think it matters what color the kids are. I think it just, that guy is Who shoots people? You don't tell people to turn music down. You know that's an altercation. You wanted one.
Okay, and I'm going to end it here in just a moment. What he said is profound to me. And there was a lot said in this program last night. It was very interesting. Think about what he just said. He said that Michael Dunn, the white man, according to the police reports, just like this gentleman just said, he told him to turn the music down to the young men that were sitting in the spot near him at the convenience store. And the music was so loud, witnesses say that they could hear it very loudly from inside the store. So I can't imagine how loud it was outside the store. And Mr. Dunn told or asked, we really don't know, for these men to turn their music down. Now, the guy here on the bottom right, he said, who goes and asks people to turn their music down? Now think about what we're talking about. He went on to say, anybody that asks another person to turn their music down is looking for an altercation. Then he went on to say, anybody that is going to ask or tell somebody to turn their music down when it's too loud is going to be in an altercation. Now, this was not a simple fact in this case of Michael Dunn, a white guy, just seeing four black guys, and the music was loud, so he got out of the car and shot. No matter what this wants to make you believe, murdered for loud music. No, it wasn't that. What it was, and we don't know what all was said, but a man, and again, let me say this, I don't know all the facts regarding what was said, but we know something was said after Mr. Dunn asked him to turn the music down. And some words ensued. Evidently, they were both cussing at each other and that type of thing. The young man, Jordan Davis, told his buddy, turn it back up. F you. This is what I've been reading. And so what I gleaned from this is that, number one, you see murdered for loud music. No, that's not why he was murdered. Just like Trayvon, unfortunately, with him being murdered, he was not murdered for just simply being a black guy walking home from the store with Skittles and tea. Okay? Don't let the media and all this, do your research, do your homework, educate yourself about this. But we know something happened to cause a conflict. My whole point is this. It's a sad day, people, when a gentleman like that on the right, and I don't know him, seems like a nice guy, but says anybody should know that if you ask somebody or tell somebody to turn their music down, especially when it's so loud you can hear it plainly inside the store, when you ask them to turn that down, anybody should know that you are asking to get in a fight. Whatever happened to just common courtesy? Whatever happened to being considerate of somebody else? And instead of complying, maybe turning it down a little bit, evidently some words were started, F you, turn the music back up. And I mean, why is that? It's the culture we live in today. And it has nothing to do with these boys being black. It has to do with the culture we live in today. The culture of you ain't going to tell me what to do. The culture of I'll show you who's bigger and badder. The culture of if I turn it down because this man asked me to, I'll be seen as weak in front of my homeboys. It's the culture. And it's a sad day when we can't simply say, hey man, can you turn that music down, please? And a person not turn it down, but instead start yelling things at you. It's a sad day. But we'll be covering this more as the trial goes on. I hope you will watch some of my videos. And I always welcome comments. Always welcome comments. So thank you very much, and please stay tuned. Again, this is just the second day of the trial of Michael Dunn and the Jordan Davis murder. So thank you very much. And again,